Hello and welcome to our channel. We are
Lizzie
and Melanie, and we are going to show you how to make tofu in the Instant Vortex today.
I'm pretty excited about this.
Me too.
I think obviously you have tofu stuff. I'm not a tofu stuff person, but I
Yeah.
love tofu. I would never know how to prepare it.
This is a tofu press, and basically what you do is put the tofu in there and screw these down, and you squish your tofu to get all the water out when you need to. Some recipes call for that, some don't. I just bought this probably 4 or 5 months ago. For years and years and years, I thought, I don't need to spend money on that. And you don't. You don't have to spend money on it. But what you can do is you put a plate down, and then you put the tofu on, and then you stack the plates, and that will squish them. Although, sometimes if you don't put the plate just right, they'll lean. And that's what happened to me, and twice I broke plates. And that's when I was done. I said, it's time to buy a tofu press. So I did.
But if I find I like this, I could go with the 2 plates, or just come
absolutely.
here, or just come over and play,
or just come over and I'll make it for you.
That'll work. Okay.
Okay.
So we got that. This is already pressed, right?
Yes. You can see it's pretty flat, and we'll show you a comparison in just a second.
Right. So this comes, and when I went to open it, because Melanie said open it, and I'm not a tofu person, as soon as I tried to peel it this way, don't do that. Liquid, it's full to the top of the liquid. So Melanie told me to take a little knife and just cut down there, which I didn't do completely, but that I also emptied a little bit of the liquid. Now I'm going to dump this in to the container, correct?
Yes, and then what you do is you just take the extra liquid and you pour it into the sink.
So compare this is pre and this is post.
Yeah, you can see there is a huge difference here. All right, so we are going to pour the liquid off of this, and I'm going to show you how to use the tofu press, just in case you do decide you want to buy one. You just lift this up, and then I'm going to tilt it just a little bit. And there's, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a little guide, like where you set
want me right in
the tofu.
Right,
yeah.
So I'm putting it right in there.
Slide it in there.
Sliding it in, and I think, yep.
And always check it from this angle. See, you've got it right. And that angle, and you're good to go.
And
so now
drain the rest of the liquid from here.
Okay.
But then a lot of liquid comes out while you're draining.
Yes, exactly. And the next step is you just screw the little screws down. And you don't want to go super, super hard. You just want to get to the point where you're meeting resistance. If you go too hard and don't do this gradually, you will break the tofu. And that's something that you really...
So how do I know if I'm there? You tell me, how would you know?
You know, see, I can still easily turn it.
Gotcha.
So, and sometimes one side turns more than the other.
So just a little resistance.
Yeah, just a little bit of resistance. I'm about there now, I think.
So mine. Check.
Yeah, and so you can see immediately there's water coming off the tofu.
And how long did it take to get from this to that?
Probably, I would say 10, 15 minutes if you're really paying attention.
Okay.
A lot of the time I just do this as I'm doing other things.
Absolutely.
So I'm guessing 10 to 15 minutes. So like you can probably, like right now, you can turn it some more.
So do you come by and keep tightening the screws?
Yes, that's exactly what I do. And I also just keep pouring the water off. And it sounds like a lot of work, but it's actually really, really easy. They're all alike. This one happens to be an easy tofu press. And I think I bought it because it was the least expensive. I do think they're really expensive, but it is something you're going to have for the rest of your life.
So several $100 expensive?
Oh, no. I think it was $20. This is the tofu that I've already pressed. And we have this one over here pressing away. Lizzie just dumped the water off of it. And now we're going to slice the tofu with my fabulous tofu knife, which I thought was hilarious when I bought it. But it truly did make a difference.
But you can do it with a regular knife.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to try it with both.
You can do it with your, your flatware knife. I mean, it's easy.
It's not a big deal. Okay. So show me what you do.
Okay. So the first thing I do is slice it down the middle, like this. And oftentimes with a regular knife, this is when it would break. So I don't know what it is about this tofu knife, but it does work. But we can try this one with the other one.
Yeah, I'd like to see how.
Okay, and then I do about, I guess that's about a 1/2-inch cube. Does that look like it?
Yes.
And I just cut them this way, all the way across, and then Same thing. Boom. And you've got your lovely little.
And then do you just
cubes.
eat, when they're ready, do you eat them plain or do you put them in a meal? Or?
Oftentimes we'll put them in like a salad. We do the bowls. We do bowls all the time. And tofu topping, whatever bowl you make, is so good. And tofu is so ridiculously versatile.
This is about done, right? And I haven't paid
Yes.
how long it was. I'm going to dump the liquid again one more time here.
Okay.
I did that 2 or 3 times while it was waiting.
Yeah.
So now I loosen it.
You would be amazed at the amount of liquid it removes from it. And by the way, this is extra firm tofu.
And then just onto
Just
the
slide it on there. Yeah.
Says you.
Yeah, it kind of sticks. You have to really push it. But you're doing it, and you did it all
All right.
by yourself. I'm sorry. That was loud.
I'm going to cut it. I'm going to try cutting it the way you did. And I'm going to use the tofu knife. And I'm going to use the regular knife to see if I notice the difference.
So did you notice a bit of difference?
Not enough.
Okay.
I imagine, but you've been doing it for years. So you have a better idea.
Yeah.
All right, and then you just cut it now, right?
Yes.
Now we are going to put this all in the marinade.
Yes, exactly. Here we have our marinade.
And this is the soy sauce or the tamarind?
Tamari.
Tamari.
I use tamari because my daughter is gluten-free, and tamari is gluten-free, whereas regular soy sauce isn't. And now all you do is just put it into the marinade and put them as close as you can because we've got a lot to fit in here.
Oh, you're super neat about this.
Yeah, I have to be to fit it. You can also do groups of them. That's what I do a lot of the time.
Okay, I'm not doing nearly as well as you here, but that's okay.
You're not as anal retentive as I am, Lizzie.
About some things.
About some things, you're right. We all have our different things that we...
This is just new to me, so
Yeah.
we just turn it up halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just let it marinate for a few minutes. You know, this is another thing. I'm doing stuff in the kitchen, and when I think it's been marinating enough, I flip it. I guess maybe 10 minutes would be more than enough. That would be my guess. Okay. What do you think, Lizzie? Oh, you have no idea.
I think whatever you say is exactly what I'm interested in.
I'm the expert. We're in
You are
trouble.
the tofu expert. Sure.
And another thing you can do to just get it really coated is to just tilt the pan all around. And then we will flip them over. But this, you can almost do it.
And you just use like a spatula and flip them over. You
No, I use my fingers.
Okay then. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's too difficult. Okay, we have marination. And we are about to put these onto the little trays from the Instant Vortex. If you haven't seen our intro video, these are the 2 really nice little trays. And they clean up very easily. I really like them. All right, Lizzie.
Marination a word?
Marination is a word to me. I've never ever heard it before.
I like it. I just want
I do like it too. Now that I
and I
think
know
about
what you
it.
meant, so we're good to go.
Yeah,
All right.
Marination.
So this is again just the using your hands things and just putting them in
Yes.
and be neater this time.
Yeah, be very neat because otherwise it won't fit. But we have 2
And how
whole
close
things.
do they have to be? I mean, how close can they be?
They can be really close,
Like
just
touching?
a tiny little
Not
space
touching.
in between because you want them to get nice and crispy.
And we have the trays on a cookie sheet
Yeah.
to protect the counter. And this is an air fry thing that we're doing?
Yes.
So we're going to add garlic granules. Obviously garlic makes
You
it
know,
better.
we're both garlic fiends.
We are.
Yeah.
All right, I think we got this. Might be a little heavy in that corner, so I'll just take that one and we'll be good to go.
Oh, I'll be good too.
Okay, so
We'll fight over that one.
So now we have to preheat the oven, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's time to do the preheat on the Vortex.
I'm going to set this first, and then we're
Mhm.
going to put those in when it says add food.
Exactly.
Okay, air fry,
Yes.
check. And then what's the temperature?
The temperature is, I've been doing 400, so
Okay.
let's try that again. And let's
Okay, got it.
let's try 9 minutes.
Okay.
Let's see how 9 minutes goes. And we'll let you know the results.
And then start, yes?
Start, yes.
Now we wait for it to say add food. So add food.
All right, we're going to add the food now. It's ready. And the preheat, or whatever you want to call it, takes about 4.5 minutes. So it's not very long at all. And Lizzie is putting, there are 3 different slots for your trays. And I've been putting everything on the top 2 slots when it comes to tofu. And I think maybe the bottom 2 are better. So we are going to use the bottom 2 for this. And here we go.
And that's doing its thing.
It's good to go. We're just a couple of minutes in, and this is what it looks like at this time.
It's set to turn food, so I'm opening it up. I'm going to take this top one out, that one on top.
Oh, and you can see the difference. And that's the bottom one.
You can see that the one that was on top is considerably more done.
There it goes.
And we go back.
And
here we go.
Cook some more. We've got 3 more minutes left. We may have to cook it a little more. We'll let you know. Okay, we're upping the time by a couple of minutes.
2 minutes?
Let's try 2 minutes and we'll watch it. We think it needs a little bit more crispiness and brownness.
I just want to eat it.
We're 2 minutes out. The countdown is here. Yay! So it cools for just a minute. Lizzie, what do you think? Do they look good?
I think they look fabulous. They look like they're
pretty amazing myself. I'm hungry now.
And that's it.
This is it. They're gorgeous.
They are.
And they're even. I'm very impressed with that. Yeah. That they're completely
because
even.
we're that good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take credit
and
for
the vortex is that good.
This is beautiful.
I'm ready to try it.
I'm really excited.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go for this one that's very brown and pretty.
That's really good.
Oh, that's good.
I like it because it's soft on the inside and it's crispy on the outside.
It's got the crunch, but yet it's crispy.
I'm glad we added the garlic because I think it really adds a lot.
If you do like it really crunchy, you might want to go a couple more minutes.
Melanie thought that they needed to be crispier. And I really like them the other way, but I'm excited to try them crispier. So we put them in for another 3 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I like them this way. This is what they look like after 3 more minutes.
Which brings us to about 16 minutes.
At 400 degrees. Let's try them in their crispier state. Aha.
Really good. I can see the difference. I think I probably like them a little crispier, but I also like them soft inside. So
they're both good.
Yep.
It's just your preference. As we learn things, we'll post in the comments about what we've learned, because this is all of us learning together. And speaking of learning together, we have a Facebook page now, and I hope I can remember the name. It's the Instant Vortex Plus Info and Recipes group.
So please join that group so we can discuss about recipes and we can hear all your stories about your experiences with your Instant Vortex.
Yes.
If you haven't bought yours yet, you can certainly be reading about recipes and getting ideas so you'll know if you want one. It'll help you make that decision maybe.
Exactly, and we'll keep posting content on there as well. But please watch for us on YouTube.
Also, subscribe to our channel.
Please, we love our subscribers and we appreciate you so much.
We're also on social media.
Yes, we're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
In 2 different places now, so please look for us.
Yes, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. We appreciate it when you do that. And if you have any comments, if you want to see anything, put it below and we will try to do it. Okay, thanks so much, guys. This was really fun. And we're going to munch out now. Bye.
Bye.